Now I know Brad and his community are very, very serious about mayonnaise. But this story here, man, look, it gives me a different, light to look at Brad and them men about this mayonnaise. So, you got a Iowa man that's been sentenced to life in prison after running his friend over with a truck 3 times and taking him out of here after a bar brawl broke out over mayonnaise. What kind of mayonnaise y'all using? Now, Christopher is a Erbacher is a hit and took out Caleb Solberg, 30 years old, on December 17, 2020, outside of a cafe in a small town of Pisgah. It said after the pair had been drinking and eating at a bar with a third person earlier that night. Now, Erbacher, of Woodbine, was convicted on first-degree murder in a trial. As they concluded on December 10th, 2021, and he was sentenced on Monday. Now, I know this is crazy. Now, according to what the news is reporting about the verdict, Erbacher used his truck to ram his friend outside of Dave's old home in Pisgah. It says Solberg from Moorhead, it says, survived the initial impact, where Erbacher turned his vehicle around and drove back down the street, hitting his screaming friend twice more. Like, boy, that mayonnaise, I tell you, oh, Lord. The court heard about the brutal attack stemming from Erbacher smearing mayonnaise on Solberg's food at a bar in Moorhead, with Solberg retaliating by punching Erbacher. It's a Harrison County judge, Greg Stensland, wrote in his verdict, well, I can't believe people are going to jail behind some mayonnaise. Oh, boy. I don't know the attachment on the mayonnaise. I don't get it. I'm trying to figure it out. But it said Erbacher and the third person left the bar after the altercation, drove 10 minutes through the town of about 240 people to the cafe where they continued to drink. It said during the drive, an angry Erbacher twice phoned Solberg's half-brother, Craig Pryor, threatened to kill Solberg with his shotgun and burn down his house. Well, I'll tell you, Brad, when he get down, he plays for keeps, don't he? Now, it says, sensing the tensions were building, Pryor decided to go to Dave's old home. It says, supposedly to calm the situation down. Now, once he arrived at the cafe, he parked his own vehicle outside, but did not go inside. The third person, identified as Sean Johnson, by the Woodbine Twinner Herald, they said went outside to talk to Pryor and warned him of Erbacher's anger. Now, while the pair, as they was talking in Pryor's truck, Solberg, also outside the cafe, pulled Johnson out of the Pryor's truck, apparently unhappy about what he had been saying about the incident at the bar earlier. So the pair began to fight. He said, but nobody that was present decided to intervene. It was eventually calmed down and ended on its own accord, according to what the verdict says. However, Erbacher, outside the cafe around 10 p.m., reportedly told others outside, I'll take care of this. Oh, yeah, he meant that. He said before ramming his truck into Pryor's vehicle twice, Pryor left the scene. He said Erbacher then used his truck to run down Solberg, causing the frightening onlookers to run into the bar. He said, well, bartender called 911. Well, Brad, I'm telling you, listen, ain't none of y'all can top Brad in his criminality. Y'all can't do that. Oh, boy. And like I said, if some of you divestors, this is what you want to get involved with. Okay. Listen, Brad will take you out behind some mayonnaise. Now, Erbacher's first blow to Solberg did not take him out. But he can be heard screaming to his brother, Craig Pryor. It said Erbacher then drove either down the street, turned his truck around, and drove back hit Solberg again, who was thrown into the sidewalk. Now, the verdict said Erbacher then rolled his truck over Solberg again to make sure he had completed the job. Okay? So he said he drove out of town, but his truck broke down after it began leaking fluids. He reportedly called Pryor and confirmed that he had just run down his half brother and took him out of here. He said that we don't have to worry about that mouth anymore. He said I would have got you too, but but I like your kids. Oh boy, I'm telling you what, man. Look, so the dude, of course, got arrested that night. He denied hitting Solberg. He entered a not guilty plea on the 31st of December 2020. Okay, so the thing is, I know I know it's messed up story, but Brad don't play around. He don't play. If you in these small towns where Brad come from, things like mayonnaise will get you messed off. Just understand that. Mayonnaise will get you messed off. See, we don't think that way about no ketchup or anything else that we use in the black community. I have never heard of no brother, not even Pookie and Ray Ray, go air out the pistol behind some mayonnaise. But that's just what it is. Now he claimed that, oh, I'll drink some alcohol. Listen, people drink alcohol all the time, and they still not trying to do that to nobody. So you can stop it. But yeah, I'm sorry. I just think this kind of funny that you would sit up there and do that. Yes, it is funny because you do this behind mayonnaise. I'm not saying it's funny what he did, but it's just funny just how you got enraged to do that behind mayonnaise. But then you are always trying to talk about black people, talking about, oh, we so much of a criminal. I told you, anytime they say that about black people, they're projecting. That's who they are. And Brad, like I say, we cover some of these things that Brad has done on divestment tales. So, But anyway, y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about this Brad here. Like I said, got a life sentence behind mayonnaise.